All right, we're here for the RI Men's League Championship game between Goon Squad taking on Dynamo. Tim Duffy and Jay Costa on the call here today. Jay, it's going to be a good one between the two best teams in the RI Sports Center Men's League, and we're ready to get after it here on a Thursday night.
Yes, Tim, what a great game to get back in for Fans Only Sports for me. I'm excited for this one.
Absolutely. I mean, Jay, just coming back from college. This is your first game back, Jay?
Yeah, my very first game back. I've been working another job up until now, so I hadn't had a ton of time to get in with on the mic with you.
Absolute demon, works hard, and Dynamos, they are in the black and blue. Goon Squad in the gold here tonight. And here is the Goon Squad, and it's Griffin Votolato. Votolato in the corner. He is swarmed by a bunch of black jerseys. Eric Nowak able to get it out of the pile. And a fight for it here on the near side. Dynamo able to get it back with some numbers here. 3-on-2 with Guay leading the charge. That shot goes wide to the right. And it's going to bounce hard off the stick of Joe Loisel. Back to Goon Squad. This one finds them at center ice. Eric Butts. Dynamo able to get it right back. And Jay, I mean, I don't know if you saw coming in, this is a considerably younger group of guys that we saw compared to the first game. You know, when they say men's league, it's really everyone coming in here, you know, regardless of age, and it's just amazing to get all the guys on the ice.
Yeah, you know, in the recent years, I've seen a lot more guys who recently graduated high school and college, and even some high school students join men's league, so it's really nice to see a young group like this.
Got some familiar names here, too. I mean, on the Dynamo, Jack Farrell, former Burrillville hockey standout. One of the three Farrell brothers here in this championship game. Dynamo trying to get on the board first. Slicing through there was Ryan Lord. He got it poked away, though. And it's Colucci going to dump it back off the wall. This one sent in on net and got tipped, goes to the side. And Butts will get it right there for the Goon Squad. You can kind of tell that this would be a younger group of guys with the team name Goon Squad. As our first stoppage clock comes 2.5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that team name, I kind of knew they were around our age, Tim. I mean, that's a very Gen Z team name, if you ask me.
I mean, Jay, you're still young. You might not even be able to play in this league. You know, what are you, 18, 19?
19 years old, 19? But a little bit washed. Haven't played any organized sports in about a year, so a little out of my prime.
I'll play with you, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Here's a shot on net. That one gets saved. And that save there made by Jimmy Marola, who's the starting goaltender for the Dynamo in the white. This one's going to circle off the wall at center ice. It's going to find the Goon Squad. It's Steve Ganand. Goes backwards over to Connor Little. Little, that big body up against the wall, flip it up to center ice. And Nowak, the only one there for the Dynamo. He's getting back to it deep in his own end. This one's taken back by Goon Squad. Here's Janand. Janand trying to get through. He's going to find a man. So Luca got it knocked down on the shot, and they're ripped away by the other 21. There's actually 3 21s listed on the Dynamo squad. Lenward Gaddison, Cody Cassavin, and Chad Stone. As Little will take this one back, got it ripped away by Craig Hool. Hool up ahead. He's got a man in stride. Colucci gets through. That shot misses right. Big time break there for the Goon Squad. Here's Colucci again, though. Trying to get it inside. This one's tipped. Shot on goal. Second chance. They get it back, and they score. Dynamo on the board first. Ryan Lord makes it a 1-0 game. And Not sure what happened there. Went to commercial, but 1-0 game. Ryan Lord gets it on the board first.
Spectacular effort there by Lord Tim. I mean, great job in front of the net and a brilliant shot into the back of the goal there.
For some reason, my goal button takes us to commercial, so if that happens again, it's a Dynamo goal. And Ryan Lord with the first of the game. It was a good setup there with Craig Houle not giving up on it. And that shot, they answer right back to that. I thought it might have went in for Ganand. It did not, and that one missed by an inch, about a centimeter. Boiselle flips it up ahead, and it goes through the mitts of Eric Butts. And they'll find Chris Howie. Howie leaves it for Ganand. Goon squad trails by a goal. Long shot, that one got saved. Shot from about the blue line there. Lord looking for his second, that one from distance. And here's Stone, gets it inside that one. Ooh, it just barely missed. This one tipped around. It's going to be Stone with it again. Almost halfway through the first period. And this will be just the second stoppage of clock that we've seen that was not a goal. But, I mean, Jay, have you ever been to a men's league hockey game? For me, it's personally my first time here. All the hockey games that we do at Fans Only Sports, you'd probably think we would have made it out to at least one of these before.
Yeah, this is my first one in the state of Rhode Island at least. I had a couple buddies at Seton Hall who played men's league after they shut down their club hockey team. So I showed out to a few of those. Never announced one before, though.
I guess technically, because I did do the URI Men's League Frat Classic. That one gets saved by Alsfield. And these guys are around the same age, too, so I guess I have. But first time here at the RI Sports Center. Championship here in the spring season. And that one off the stick right there of John Alsfield. Stone. Dynamo looking to add one more. Bodies flying against the wall here as Goon Squad trying to get out of their own end, making the play defensively. Connor Little poke it loose at first, and he's got it here for the Goon Squad. Little runs into a wall, lost the puck. And Nowak able to get it back for Dynamo. That one gets tipped, flies into the ceiling. Here's a good look. That one's saved. It was Craig Houle that time, taking the really good shot from the right side point. And the Dynamo disproportionately having it on the plus side of the ice so far here in the first period. Taking advantage offensively. Can they do it again here? That one gets tipped awkwardly. Not what Goon Squad was trying to do that time. Here's a good look, and it got tipped again. Ben DeLuca got a stick in there that time to prevent a good look on goal. Down the ice, they say it's on. Here's a chance for the Goon Squad, and they can't flip it in. A breakaway there for Chris Howie, and Marola coming up big on the one-on-one.
Great save there by Marola. Best thing he could do was get in front of it, and he did just that and prevented the Goon Squad from evening up the score.
Absolutely, big-time save, and that's really the first really good break we've seen the Goon Squad have so far here in this first period. Unable to tie things up, but it's been somewhat of a mismatch here in the first. Dynamo starting off early here in the first 8 minutes of action. Numbers here for the Dynamo. Here's Colucci. Got it on net. That one gets saved. It's going to bounce back over to James Gouet. That one almost tipped in front of the net. Bounces right over. It's still alive, though. And making the play there was Jack Farrell, who had a good chance to tip it in. On the other end, though, it's Altman. Gives, shot. Ooh, it just gets saved again by Marola. Got a piece of it with his left hand there, and now a breakaway for the Dynamo. Farrell sets it up, and a score. James Gouet makes it 2-0. Didn't go to commercial that time. Awesome. But Gouet makes it 2-0, and Farrell on the break had a 3-on-0, and just picture perfect offense on an ice that he used to play on just a couple years ago.
Yeah, great pass there right across the face of the net. Goalie couldn't do anything about that one. Nice little play that I used to do back when I used to play NHL 13 on my Xbox. I mean, that's just textbook right there, Tim.
Absolute textbook, and it's a hot start again. Can they do it one more time? No. And you saw Ryan Lord again knocking on the doorstep that time. Here's Howie. Over to Garrett Quillen. Dynamo looking to get in control again. Shot, tipped, or got saved rather. Good look, that one misses just a little bit right. Goon squad looking to answer, as they have been for the first 10 minutes this one. It's Little. Gets it back. Little had a chance, and he got snatched away on the give and go with Quillen. What a play defensively that time by Craig Houle to get in there and say, no, sir.
Yeah, great work of defense there from the Dynamos, and absolutely spectacular play on the defense. What they lack in age, or what they lack in youth, they make up for in experience in a way.
Absolutely. Dynamo just doing some good work on both sides of the ice. Another chance here, shot saved. And it was Jack Farrell that time who just got a point with an assist. That one gets tipped and it flies into the netting with 1:43 to go here in the opening period.
Been a great opening period so far, Tim. I mean, 2 great goals from the Dynamos. Hoping to see a little bit more from the Goon squad in the last minute here and the following periods to come. This is looking to be a pretty good match throughout the entire way.
Absolutely is, and this has been good first period. A lot more to come, though. You got 3 12-minute periods, and unlike a lot of men's leagues, this is not a running clock. 12 minutes stop clock, and you know, it's a real match out here. 36 minutes of fun. This one off the stick of Stone gets batted forward. And it's going to go back to the Goon squad here. Under a minute to play in period number 1. That one gets slapped down, and Butts, the first one there for the Goon squad, and unable to get it over to Quillen. Going to blow the whistle here with 39 seconds left, and I think this is the first penalty of the game. Is that a penalty we got? No. I was mistaken. I thought he was doing the little trip, but it's an offsides call. 39 seconds left. Gotta be attentive all the time here, folks. Case in point. Fodolato trying to get through traffic. Right side could not. Now Dynamo trying to lead the break again here. Fodolato. Nice pass from behind. That shot gets saved by Marola again, and that is going to wind down the first period, and we'll See you in period 2. Dynamo up 2-0 after the first 12 minutes of action here today, and a couple goals, one from Ryan Lord, the other from James Gouet. As we'll be right back here for period number 2, unless Jay, you got anything you want to say about that first 12 minutes?
Spectacular first 12 minutes for both sides. Hoping the Goon squad can put up a little bit more of a fight in the second period. Just felt like they were kind of dominated a little bit on their own side of the ice, and Dynamo was really pushing them around when they were attacking. Need to be a little more rigid on defense. But looking forward to the rest of this game. It's going to be a good one, Tim.
Absolutely. We're getting into it quick, it looks like. A lot to do for the Goon squad on both sides of the ice. I mean, Dynamo really dominated that first 12 minutes. And like you said, you got to get more rigid on defense, Goon squad, because they have been getting walked over here in that first period.
Yeah, you know, I'm no hockey expert by any means, and I'll never claim to be one. But I mean, I can see a team getting dog walked when they're getting dog walked, and that's kind of what happened to the Goon squad in that first period of action. So, just looking for a little more defensive acumen here for the rest of this game.
Jay, you're funny because I feel like you always say you're not an expert on what a given sports that we're doing. Janan couldn't do anything with it there. Here's Farrell. He'll take it the other way. Here's Gouet. Back over to Farrell. Long shot. Got it on net that time. That was Colin Stone, able to keep it alive offensively. Left side point. Here's a slap shot from distance by Nowak. No. It gets tipped around, and it's the Goon squad getting it back. It's Steve Janand. Sets it up inside. That was a golden opportunity for number 3. As Nowak tries to keep it alive. Gets it up to Gouet. Fight for it against the wall. 2 jerseys apiece from each team. Here's a shot. That one gets saved, and it slips in on the follow. And they're going to wave it off. They say it got kicked in. No goal. It was Gouet who was the last one to touch it. I'm not completely sure. It might have been Jack Farrell, but that close to a 3-0 game right there, Jay.
Yeah, Tim, you know, I just learned something new about hockey. Didn't think I could learn anything else new. I didn't know you weren't allowed to kick it into the net. I thought it was in play, but the more you know.
Know that, Jay?
Yeah, you know, I thought that soccer players would have a little bit of advantage in hockey. I guess not.
Well, you're a big soccer player, so you know it makes sense.
Of course.
Goaltender right here, first ballot Hall of Fame, Jay Costa.
Yep, left bench, Portsmouth High School, 4 years. You know how it is.
I know how it is, man.
I'm a pro. But I did love my time playing. Now I'm Sunday League All-Star.
Little. Missed it. Wide. Over to DeLuca. Here's Little again. Back at his own blue line. Little takes it all the way inside. He tried to set up that time for Vodolato and could not. Right back to Dynamo. Up 2. Nice movement, a shot, and a score. The give and go results in a goal from Chad Stone, and it's 3-0. What a play there. As it was Colucci who is passing it around with Stone, and Stone able to punch it in.
The shooting clinic continues for the Dynamos, Tim. I mean, the Goon squad just really hasn't had an answer thus far for this Dynamo attack front 3.
Absolutely has, and that was just great teamwork. And Dynamo up 3. Vodolato over to Howie. Broder. Long shot. as Marola gets a piece of it there. That was Altman right there on a long shot, but Goon Squad has a chance here. Howie getting through the middle. Howie takes it, saves, second chance. Not going to happen for Vonalato, and it's right back to Dynamo, up 3. Here's Butts. Dynamo trying to get through traffic. Fires, saved again. That time it was Gouet looking for a second. Could not get it to go. Howie. Or rather, Gibbons falls down. He slips. Referee's hand is up. It's a free play for Goon Squad, and now they will address the penalty, and it's a hook against the Dynamo. So a power play here for Goon Squad. This is much needed right now. And go in the box here for 2 minutes. It's Craig Houle for the hooking.
First power play of the night, Tim, and the Dynamo's bench not happy about that one. I heard multiple guys calling that soft, and I tend to disagree, but I'm also not an expert, so I'll leave it to them to make that decision.
Trey, I feel like you usually disagree with a lot of calls here.
Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits of not knowing the sport as well as some of the pros. I mean, I can kind of have my own liberties in some of these things.
Well, it's actually 1:30 on the clock for the penalty, not 2 minutes. Adjusting for just a 12-minute period here. And Dynamo able to get it pretty quickly. They try to clear it, but it gets tipped and over to Ben DeLuca for Goon Squad. Marola. Oh, miscommunication there by Ganandi. Tried to get over to Little. A minute to go on the power play, and that first 30 seconds was ugly, Jay. Howie. Got his pocket picked. This one's loose. Finds DeLuca with some space. Extra pass. Little looking. Sets it up inside. And unable to tap it in. This one's cleared. It goes back over to DeLuca. DeLuca turns it over. Final 40 ticks. And that'll be an icing call. And the referee, I think he said my bad, because should not have been icing on the power play. So we'll have an accidental whistle and a face-off at center ice. And the referee taking accountability says, hey, that's on me. Face-off at center ice. And I learned that rule from my boy Cam, former URI hockey player. Mistake whistle, it happens, and you put the puck at center ice. And pretty tough on a power play, though. But it's way better for Goon Squad than having to clear it and waste some more clock. Here's a chance at the faceoff. Ganand missed it left.
Tim, that's the kind of accountability that we need for officiating in the NBA.
Absolutely. That's a ripper from Vonalato. He couldn't get it in Little with 15 seconds on the power play. That's another shot, and Marola again. A big-time save.
Some beautiful shots there, Tim. Wow.
That was the best offense we've seen from Goon Squad all night, albeit on a power play. But, this goaltender, Jimmy Marola, has been on fire. He's been on a roller. It's been a roller coaster for the Dynamo. The emotions are swirling. 10 seconds left on the power play. And unless they can score the next 3 seconds, it's be a penalty kill, the first of the game. Little, though, gives it up. Vonalato. Little couldn't hold on to it. 3-on-1 for Dynamo. Good chance. Gives it up. Gouet sets up inside, and Stone could not punch it in. The net moved as well. Then they blew it dead first, but that was another break. Another time the Goon Squad defense was caught sleeping, couldn't get back there. As once again, it was the same trio as Colucci, Gouet, and Stone leading the break there, like we saw in the last goal.
Yeah, Tim, this trio's been absolutely ruthless, and the goaltender, those who know me know I'm from Portsmouth High School. I make a lot of references to their hockey team. He did a classic Steven Dutra, kick the net off the pegs there to keep it from going in.
Quillen. Back over to Vonalato. His Goon Squad trying to take control offensively. They have not got anything going for them. Loose puck. It's picked up. That shot is saved again by Marola. As we are just almost halfway through the second period, almost halfway through this game. And Jay, I mean, this squad is still scoreless. Looking kind of goonish right now. 18 minutes into this one, and unable to get anything in the back of the net.
Yeah, you know, I've been kind of surprised. I think a group of young guys like this, and a lot of names that you and me both recognize, and still scoreless is really surprising, but it really just shows the gap in maturity and experience between these two teams. I mean, these older guys in Dynamo really know what they're doing. They've been playing this game for a lot longer than these kids have even been alive. So,
absolutely. And, you know, the adjustments will be made, and there was really no time between the first and second period. But we got to give this Dynamo team a lot of credit. They are absolutely dominating on both sides of the ice, offensively, defensively. How about this goaltender, too? Jimmy Marola having himself a dandy here in the championship game.
Yeah, Marola, an absolutely spectacular job tonight. I mean, it doesn't really get better than this. And, you know, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's playing like he's a high school student again. I mean, absolutely spectacular play from Marola, and I'm really impressed by him tonight.
Off the face-off, Eric Butts up ahead. It's Janand. Steve Janand trying to get through. He does. And he's going to find it off the wall. It's going to ring over to Howie. Back to Janand. Janand steps into it. Got that one deflected. Tipped down. Howie backed out to Cam Gibbons. Gibbons flips it inside. And this one down the ice, it's Jack Farrell, and couldn't get there. Farrell able to scoop it up. Farrell has a chance, fighting off defenders. Lost the puck, long shot from long range, and nothing there. Now they're trying to catch him sleeping. Numbers here, it's Janand leading the break. Janand got it saved again. They can't get it by this kid right now. Jimmy Marola, an MVP-esque performance here in the championship.
You know, Tim.
Yeah, what were you saying, Jay?
We might have to bring the Jay Costa clutch player of the game out of retirement for this one. I mean, Marola's had a great game so far.
And that's a score on the rebound. Another one for the Dynamo. I believe it's Derek Colucci. And it is. He punches in the goal. And the Dynamo, another commercial issue, but the Dynamo up 4, and it's 4 different goal scorers as well, able to get it done.
Yeah, Tim, I mean, the Goon squad are just getting mollywopped tonight. I mean, they haven't really had an answer at all for this attack, and the front three has been absolutely lethal for this Dynamo team.
And Jay, I mean, back to your point, I have missed the JCCP OTG, the Jay Costa clutch player of the game. And, I mean, you can give it to a lot of guys right now. But it's going to be tough picking one at the end of this thing.
Yeah, you know, I'll definitely bring it out of retirement tonight. I think I have my top vote right now. We got to just see how the rest of the game plays out, though.
And a lot of time left for Goon Squad. Is Little able to get a shot off right there. Could not get it on target. 3:44 to go here in the second period. This one's going to go into the Dynamo bench, or Goon Squad bench, rather.
So I'm noticing number 7's wearing, I believe, a Bryant Club hockey jersey, which I find pretty interesting. And he's been held scoreless tonight, but he's got a pretty good shot on him. I'm surprised he hasn't slotted one past Marola yet.
And number 7 would be Steve Janand. And we've done a Bryant Club hockey game. This is where they play their home games, actually, here on Route 146. Little turns it over. Here's Colucci getting through traffic. He got through a couple defenders there. Colucci able to get it back. The top, it's Stone. That one got deflected by Vodolato there. Still with the Dynamo, though. Here's a good chance, and it got saved by Benjamin, and it was Guay again who had a good look on the rebound, but Benjamin able to swarm it up and prevent the 5th Dynamo goal here today. And 2 goals in each period so far. It's been a balanced attack. Dynamo not taking their foot off the gas pedal. I guess you could say they're dynamic.
Yeah, Tim, I like the wordplay there, and Benjamin really hasn't had a lot he's been able to do about some of these goals, just pass across the face of the net, but what he did there was absolutely spectacular, and you're right, this Dynamo's team has been dynamic, and they're spectacular to watch. It's a really interesting game overall.
And Shane Benjamin, he's allowed 4 goals, but, it's been tough with the defense, just letting these Dynamo guys get a lot of space and a lot of opportunities as well. I mean, this has been a handful of breakaways as that shot is saved by Benjamin. It was a long one on that try. Bucks trying to clear it out there, and chasing up after it for the Goon squad is Josh Broder. Broder fighting for it behind the net, and he couldn't hold on to it. And they're going to call a trip that time. It was a late call on the far side right there. It's going to be against Jeremy Dexter for a trip, and this is going to be a power play for the Dynamo, up 4. Unbelievable. 90 seconds on the power play.
Yeah, not what the Goon squad needed right now. Having a man in the penalty box with for 90 seconds really isn't going to help them out. They might concede another goal here if they're not careful.
And that one's saved by Benjamin. And, the morale has got to be not at its peak right now. I mean, by any means.
I can only imagine.
Squad. I mean, I'm just kind of saying the obvious there, but, allowing a power play, already down 4 goals with, 14 minutes left. It's tough.
Yeah, I can really only imagine how low energy it is, Tim. I mean, some of these guys are coming off a 9-5. Now they're getting blown out 4-0, and that's just 2 negatives right there. I mean, and for the kids, I mean, they just had school today, so it's really a lose-lose for these guys right now.
100%. I mean, definitely not the way anyone expected this championship game to go. On the Goon squad bench, and they get number 5, and it gets knocked away. That was a good look there for Lord, looking for his second, looking to get that JC clutch player of the game with 2 goals, could put him in the front of the list. And I'm not. We never want to say a game is over, but one more goal here on the power play. This will really put the Dynamo in a good position. There's only 30 seconds left on the power play. Call the icing there. And it was against Goon squad, so this will be. It was against the Dynamo, excuse me. So this will be Goon squad plus side of the ice. Down a man. So that's a good break for them right here. Let's see if they can take advantage. Bellucci tries to set it up for Farrell. Could not. Guay turns it over. Here's Gibbons. Howie. Rolado. Over to DeLuca. That's a long shot. Gets saved right back to a Goon squad member. Final 20 ticks here in the second. Power play has ended as well, evidently. One last try with 10 ticks for Goon squad. One gets saved, batted back out to Howie. One last try for DeLuca. Got it knocked down. That is going to end period number 2. 4-0 Dynamo lead. They are in charge, in control here after the first 18 minutes or 24 minutes of action. We got 12 minutes left. And Jay, I mean, what a start it's been for the Dynamo, and they are just 12 minutes away from a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's always a great feeling to be ahead in a championship game, and I really don't think they can get too comfortable. 12 minutes is a lot of time, especially in a fast-paced sport like hockey, and 4 goals can go off the board quickly if they get too complacent where they are right now. And this Goon Squad team is still very hungry, and they still want to win this championship just as much as the Dynamo do. So it's going to be about complacency and how well they do with the lead.
Well said. Are you guys in your short sleeves?
12 minutes left. 12 minutes left here in the championship game. Howie. Rivalato. Craig Houle. Over to Nowak. Little. Janand trailing by 4 with that Bryant jersey. Janand to the outside, put on the Jets, tries to find Volato, could not. And Loisel going to call a high stick first, actually, I think. So yeah, high stick, it's going to go down the other end of the ice. And the mistakes keep mistaken for Goon Squad. That's a long shot on net. Benjamin covers up. Loisel missed a second chance. Benjamin makes a miraculous save with his stick. Farrell had a naked net right there, it looked like. Benjamin able to get a stick in there, though. Fight for it in the corner. And Benjamin snags that one up on the long shot there. But this one's going to bounce back over to Jeremy Dexter, who gets it up ahead. On the move, it's Quillen. Turned over. And they just keep on turning it over down the ice. Farrell in a strangle takes a shot. That was Colucci that time. Got it saved by Benjamin again. And another turnover from Goon Squad. This Dynamo team has been stellar today. A ripper from Farrell. This is wide. It bounced over to Nowak. Benjamin makes the save, and it was Ryan Lord taking the shot there, looking for his second.
Tim, with time winding down already, I mean, only really 10 more minutes left. I think it's time for my off-topic question of the day. What state do you think has the worst drivers, Tim?
Which state has the worst drivers? Might get a goal here, though. No goal. It was Houle. But going to URI, I can tell you that New Jersey had the worst drivers. I know you go to Seton Hall. Yeah, they're the worst. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they're just aggressive. I don't know. I can't imagine somebody from, like, Washington State would drive any better. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'd say in my experience, though, going to URI, seeing people from other states, New Jersey has the worst drivers.
I'd have to agree. I mean, living in New Jersey for 9 months, having a designated drive a few times in my time there, I mean, it's definitely been New Jersey drivers who are the absolute worst, and a close second being Massachusetts,
I was
in
gonna
my
say,
opinion.
I imagine that's why you asked me going to Seton Hall.
Yeah, I'm taking a day trip this week on Friday, Saturday, so thought it would be a pretty good question for tonight.
As that puck just flies on our side of the arena, but don't get an accident this weekend, Jay. There's a lot of scary drivers down there.
I'll try my best, driving Friday night as soon as I get out of work at the country club, so.
That's what we've heard, so.
Yeah. It's gonna be a rough one. Should be getting there around 11:30, so be an interesting drive for me.
Sure should be. Off the face-off, it's Dynamo with it, and it's Stone. And that shot got saved by Benjamin. He's had himself a good third period so far, making a lot of big saves. And dating back since the last goal, I mean, it's not Shane Benjamin's fault that they're down 4-0. I mean, this has just been
definitely not
about four times as many shots as Dynamo have taken than the Goon squad.
Yeah, I think that as a goaltender, he'll take a lot of that blame and put it on himself for little to no reason. A lot of goaltenders are hard on themselves, and me included. I mean, it goes for any sport with a goaltender: handball, soccer, hockey, anything like that. Goaltender's going to be hard on himself, and I hate when the coach puts the blame on him. But I don't think that'll be the case after tonight. I mean, he's done everything he could in this one.
Now, the first sport you listed there was handball. Did you play handball?
I did a little bit in college. Played a couple games in the rec center. I mean, really fun sport when you get to play in it.
Were you gross at it?
I'm pretty decent. I mean, the balls are a little smaller than soccer, so it's a little hard to play goalie, but it's a fun sport overall.
They blow this play dead. The net moved that time. Face off here, and this one will bounce all the way over to Ryan Lord, who chases up after. He makes a good play there with the stick. That was Hool. Hool has a chance here. Hool fall down and he just ate it right into the wall. That didn't feel good.
Yeah, that one had to hurt Tim. I mean, right face first into that wall. Never a great feeling at all. It happened to me a couple times during in my youth as a figure skater.
Yeah?
Yep, as a little kid. Yeah.
You were a figure skater?
I was a child prodigy, Tim.
Wow, I gotta see some footage.
I was in the youth. I was in the under 12 Olympics.
What was that, like 5 years ago?
Around closer to 10.
Dynamo trying to get out of their own end here. Trying to get through traffic was Lord. He got knocked away. Lord able to almost get it back, and a couple of gold jerseys in his face. He does here. Here's Lord. Turn it over. Voilado gets a stick in there. Little. Not a little guy here going to the other end. Little has a chance and couldn't hold on to the puck. Gets it back though. Janand turned it over. Another turnover. And the passing tonight from Goon Squad is, I'm not going to sugarcoat, it's been atrocious for a lot of this game, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been great. I think that they really just are trying to play hero ball at this point now. I mean, it hasn't been great all game, but even at this point, a lot of passes haven't been connected to him.
Corralado goes left, had a good look there. Past Stone, not able to do anything with it, and now it's Guay. They're gonna blow this one dead. I think this was offsides first, and it looks like, no, actually, no, it was a hook. My apologies, a hooking call against Griffin Voilala. That's the second penalty against Goon Squad today. Dynamo with the chance here. They did not score on their first power play. Stone. Here's Colin Stone from distance, just missed it wide to the left. There's a long shot, but it's going to bounce over to Guay. Stone surveys from behind the net. Stone hits it off the back of the net. This one's cleared by Goon Squad, and Marola will get there first. As we are just past the midpoint of this final period, Goon Squad looking at a 5th goal on the power play. Colucci. Set up inside that one. I think it off the post for Farrell. And a big hit there, and this is going to be another big-time penalty. I'm not sure they're going to call it on. It was a big collision in the corner. So in there for Dynamo was Derek Colucci, and still slow to get up for the Goon Squad, Gibbons. And this will be against Colucci. And an easy roughing call to offset the power play. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 23 seconds, and then 1 minute and 7 seconds of a power play for Goon Squad.
Yeah,
easy call there.
I think the minute and 7 seconds, once that extra man gets on the ice, and it'll be a 5-on-4, is exactly what Goon Squad needs here to get a little spark. I mean, 6 minutes, still a lot of time, and there's some potential for a possible comeback unless they score here.
Here's Colucci, turned it over. Broder gets inside, gives it up, good look here, and what a save from Marola. Got out of the net and absolutely halts the break for Chris Howie, and that looked like it had a surefire shot on net there, and Marola says no sir.
Yeah, I mean, Marola's been a brick wall tonight. Just stuck his leg out there, and there was nothing that Howie could do.
Gibbons, cross-ice pass, gets it back. Howie. Here's Janand. That one will fly into the netting. It got saved by Marola.
Marola's had a spectacular game tonight, Tim. I mean, can't really ask for anything better of a performance from him.
Howie. Press a set up inside for Janand, could not. Turnaround shot, third try for Janand, could not. And Marola is all over. They finally blow it dead with 3:34. And I mean, Howie and Janand had some good looks right there at point blank range, and that kind of just sums up the evening. Not only for the Goon Squad, but also for that goaltender, Jimmy Marola, right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like that all night. The Goon Squad just can't buy a goal tonight for the life of them, and Marola just laid right down in the net, and there was nothing they could do. I mean, he takes up that entire thing with ease, Tim. I mean, he's a big dude and using it to his advantage.
This one is tipped around. Final 3 minutes of action here from North Smithfield. Janand They're just looking for anything right now. And over to Howie. Back to Little, takes it from distance, gets tipped. Other direction here, the break for Chad Stone. Stone couldn't score. Benjamin with another big save here in the third period, but he gets it right back. Stone got tipped away by Little. Two and a half minutes to play. And, I mean, here's Farrell. I mean, Jay, this Goon squad team, they look gassed right now.
Yeah, they look really tired, Tim. I mean, they're really trying all they got. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go and down by 4. It's really not looking great for them.
DeLuca flips it forward. That one misses wide. Let's see if they can add one more. Here's Stone. That one got tipped on its way there. .80 seconds left here in the championship game. What a game it's been for Dynamo. They came out here with their foot on the gas pedal on offense, on defense, and especially we've been raving about him all day. Jimmy Marola, who might be the Jay Costa clutch player of the day today.
I'll give you a little bit of a hint, Tim Duffy. I think he just might be. I mean, he's been absolutely unbeatable tonight and probably the best goalkeeper I've seen in the past 6 months. I mean, absolutely stellar job tonight he has done.
How many games have you done in the last 6 months hockey? You did a couple with me.
I did one with you, one with another coworker of ours here at Fans Only, or former coworker of ours, and this one with you. So just about 3. Two high school and then this one. But all 3 were solid games. This is by far the best one out of a goalkeeper, though.
One last gasp for Goon squad. And I mean, what a game it was for Marola. A clean sheet he's going to have in the championship game. Whistle blows here with 16 and a half seconds left. And this is going to be, I think, an interference call. And we got Chris Howie, who is going to the box. He is just talking smack. He's trying to, at least, with Ryan Lord. They're going to wind the clock down. That's the championship. The Dynamo, they win it 4-0. The champions of the 2024 RI Sports Center Men's League. 4 goals by 4 different guys. We got Colucci, Guay, Lord, and Stone got on the board in a clean sheet. The shutout from Jimmy Marola. The energy was high in here tonight, Jay, and the better team was clear from the get-go. What do you think about this one?
I mean, this is exactly what you can ask for here. Great game by Jimmy Marola. I mean, the most clutch player I've seen in a long time. Absolutely spectacular tonight, unbeatable. The attack by this Dynamo's team was stellar. I mean, they left the goaltender for the Goon squad with no options at all, and very impressed tonight with what I've seen from these guys.
Very impressed tonight. It was extremely impressive, and just like every men's league game ends, there is some smack talk, some profanities being thrown. That's how we're going to sign off. Dynamo getting their flowers. They win it in dominating fashion. We'll see you guys all next time. Here's from RI Sports Center Men's League.